Okay. Boop. And we're live. Awesome. What's up, everybody? I'm Dimebot, joined by Lunarpolitics. Hey, Looney.
Hello.
And today we're going to be live reacting / probably a lot of snarking at the Ubisoft Forward conference. A lot of this stuff's been leaked. So while I handle the last little bits of social stuff, Looney, why don't we start with you and what you think that they might show off today?
I don't really know. Honestly, I haven't been paying that much attention to Ubisoft other than the Assassin's Creed stuff.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, and I might be getting my developers mixed up. Mass Effect, that's Ubisoft or EA?
That's BioWare.
Right. Damn. Oh, so hello, Cyborg.
Hello.
Oh, there's a wild cyborg. Hello, Cy.
Yes, I didn't get an answer to my message, and I saw you coming in here, so I thought because I wanted to ask if I could join you.
Yes, you're fine. I didn't even see it because I was rushing to get the stream set up.
That's fine. I thought that you were probably rushing around, so I thought because I knew you were probably going to say yes.
There we go. Congratulations, Stream Deck, on doing your job and changing transitions on the stream.
I thought I'd be
Legion.
quiet first.
Fucking Legion.
Legion.
Watchdogs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of like I kind of am looking forward to that one a little bit, if only because it kind of takes place in a kind of pseudo Britain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Real quick before we continue, just tech stuff. Can I get somebody to tell me how we are versus the Twitch audio?
Approach potential threats. The teammates
let me unmute
them
Alrighty. Yeah, doing some Ghost Recon here.
You will be able to set up a sync shot. Each of your teammates
Pretty good.
Target.
We're understandable over
Link it to your
the
drones.
Ubisoft audio.
So can I lower the Ubisoft audio just a hair and still be safe?
Teammates have weapons equipped at all times. A versatile assault
Just a
rifle
touch.
to accommodate
All right,
all
there we go.
situations. And a primary weapon
All right.
that you will be able to fine-tune.
So
Indeed,
I think a lot of the wind has been taken out of their sails this week by the leaks because they were going to show Valhalla probably in a big way, and what, an hour's worth of footage from that game got leaked? Wait, I'm going to mute them again until the stream starts because I don't need to hear them talking about a game that you and I have played already. So, Sai, what do you think?
They are showing something I'm interested in now.
Well, yeah, you
Breakpoint update.
Yeah, you're a big Breakpoint fan.
They're finally gonna have NPC teammates.
Thank God, instead of those stupid drones. Ubisoft
I mean,
Forward.
drones are part of the gadget arsenal and everything.
Well, I know, but when before, weren't they just like, you didn't have like actual soldiers, you just had 3 little drones that followed you around, and if you wanted to do it that way?
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, I thought that was a thing.
I mean, I will actually say that like a whole bunch of games that I see the two of you playing, like sometimes I think to myself, I really wish that I could get involved in some of this as well, but especially, I've said it before with the FPS ones, you know, unfortunately I'm not very good at those sorts of games, and even though you can't get better without practicing, it's kind of like I don't want to weigh down the side by being that person, you know.
I mean, you got to play to get better, like you said. Let me see.
How are you so far ahead of me?
What do you mean?
On the stream.
What? Where are
You're
you
like a
at?
full 30 seconds ahead of me.
You are watching the official Ubisoft feed, right?
I'm on their YouTube page.
I'm on Twitch.
So am I.
Ooh.
Load up their Twitch feed and see if it helps.
They've got like a bunch of little incentives as well for people like tuning in with their Twitch accounts.
Yeah, a
Like
free
what?
copy of Watchdogs 2 is pretty nice.
I know, like that. Like I'm gonna be absolutely honest. Like, hands up here. the reason that might actually be part of the reason why I've come to join you, because I thought if I'm tuning in, I might as well join these guys in commenting anyway. I've always wanted to try that game, but
It's a great game.
I have a feeling that they're gonna like make it available only through Uplay though, which is a bit of a pain, but
I mean, it's possible. Everything you know about Ubisoft Forward. All right, so just looking. Let's see. We know we're probably gonna see Assassin's Creed, Rainbow Six Quarantine, Watchdogs Legions, Gods and Monsters. Far Cry 6 is confirmed because it got leaked. My God, that video is so compressed. What the Ubisoft? Come on.
It really is. It's a good shot, though.
Yeah.
that was a very good shot.
People are speculating.
Yeah, wow was right.
People are speculating Prince of Persia. Looney, are you basically on the same time as me now?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Rainbow Six Siege, Whitemon.
Siege. I never could get into Siege, but it is such a really interesting game.
I'm just mesmerized by that plank by the window that's just swinging constantly.
I wonder if
Look at that.
I wonder if Beyond Good and Evil 2 will make a showing.
That'd be interesting.
You know what else we haven't seen in a couple of years? Skull and Bones.
Oh God, yeah,
Didn't that game
one.
flop?
Skull and Bones, it never came out.
It didn't?
Yeah.
No,
It's not out yet.
That was their pirate game.
Yeah, I remember that. I thought it came out or something.
No, it just vanished.
Yeah, I mean, like it was being like they were hyping it up around about the same time Rare was hyping up Sea of Thieves, and then Sea of Thieves came out first, and I thought, well, okay, obviously, you know, Skull and Bones seems a bit more polished, and when you say like it looks a bit more like a game that's going to have like, yeah, you know what I mean. I can't really articulate it properly.
Jesus.
You know what I mean, though.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll be
That was impressive.
Interesting. I'll be honest, I have very little interest in Skull and Bones because I did it first, and then when they revealed that you're not like a person on your ship, you're running the ship like you do in Assassin's Creed, I was like, well, that's not what I want.
No.
So
They decided they were going to take that mechanic and make it its own game.
yeah.
I mean, let's be honest as well. Sea of Thieves is excellent, and there's very few games that could match it.
Yep.
Yeah, I think honestly the way that they were presenting Skull and Bones, it would be pretty different, but it'd be a hard sell to get a lot of people away from Sea of Thieves on the same page. So
Yeah, especially now that Sea of Thieves has had such a head start.
all right, 8 seconds. I'm unmuting the audio for you guys, chat. Welcome everybody to Ubisoft Forward 2020.
I should probably unmute my stream as well so I can hear what's going on.
I kept mine muted.
That's Gods and Monsters. For honor. A lot of stuff crammed into this sizzle reel.
Hi everyone, I'm Neelam Kumar, and I'm very excited to be co-hosting the first Ubisoft Forward with the talented Yusuf Mageed. Today's show is all about getting up close and in-depth with all the exciting games we have in production here at Ubisoft.
They've got an interesting style to
There's
this.
no time to waste. So let's head straight for the streets of futuristic London and see what the hackers of DedSec are getting into.
Leading with Watchdogs Legions.
Well, they probably know that a lot of people are here to see this one.
Messaging over the last few weeks across London are not the work of several people as was originally believed, but the work of an individual. The criminal suspected to have links with the terrorist group DedSec.
Not actual gameplay.
Gosh, I hope not. Can you imagine a gameplay that played with the filters going all wonky like that all the time?
This is kind of hurting my eyes.
Authorities recommend not to approach the individual.
First, they came for the foreigners, and I did not speak out, because I was not a foreigner. Then they came for the protesters. And I did not speak out. Because I was not a protester.
Very topical.
Yeah, I was about to say that this feels all too real to me at the moment.
Then they came for the
Oh,
journalists.
damn!
Yeah, that was cool.
But I did not speak out. Because I was not a journalist. And then they came for street artists. But I did not speak out. Because I am not a street artist.
This is wild, man.
Yeah.
I want that hoverboard. Oh! Never mind.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
I realised that eventually they'd come for me, and there would be no one left to speak for me.
Hey, good guy taxi driver.
That's a girl.
Oh, I like that.
The cabbie was the narrator.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
After a long night, London is in chaos. The main arteries through the city are blocked.
Ah, that's not creepy at all.
Well, well, well. Welcome to the Resistance. Here's a welcome gift for our new members.
But the disappearance of the criminal
You could have told me it was a bloody costume party.
Try it on.
The new key suspect has been identified as David Ford, a 43-year-old London taxi driver. He has no criminal record, but is currently believed to be a terrorist. People have been asked not to approach him. The authorities advise all residents.
Has somebody scribbled on his face with marker?
It looked like it, didn't it?
He probably did.
I'm Clint Hawking.
I'm sorry, I saw that, I had to point that out.
He's bringing this vision to
If they hadn't already showed so much gameplay, I'd be upset with that trailer. But
an amazing short film by the director.
I tell you what I did like about that trailer. The point where he said when they came for the journalists that it went to the news article, but there was no news article. I liked that touch. That's attention to detail. I like that.
The city needs a resistance.
oh, gameplay.
Like the film, Watchdogs Legion tells the story of ordinary heroes setting aside their differences in order to come together as a collective and to fight for a positive change. You can literally recruit and play anyone who you see in the open world. You profile people that are interesting to you, you help them with their problem, you play their origin mission.
Just help me get some closure and I'll do whatever you want.
Sounds like a DedSec problem. Leave it to us.
And that's how you recruit
That dude's got
them
animated
into your
clothing.
team. And they become the heroes of the game and the stars of your story.
And what are you doing in my flat? You with Albion?
Please, think more underground.
You with Albion?
I'm tickled, but think more underground.
What?
What?
Yeah, right, I'm Che Guevara. You're done.
And they make the story not only, unique to them, but unique to you as the player and personal to you because they're, heroes that you've chosen and invested in. What would I say to fans? I guess I'd say, take care of yourselves, stay safe. Welcome to the Resistance.
So key point, they referred to that, what we watched, as a short film, not a trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was like a title for it at the end.
And prosperity. Only took 12,000 years to build it up, and one night to tear it all down.
Facial animations aren't so great there.
Get all your units to move
No.
in and lock down the city.
His are pretty good.
With London under attack by a mysterious terrorist, the government turns to a private military company called Albion to keep everyone safe. What could possibly go wrong?
Oof.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Nigel Cash, CEO of Albion.
Here's our antagonist.
He's kindly stepped up to establish order.
Understand this.
We don't even snark at this. It's already snarking for us.
Not even myself jeopardize this.
Well, it is, in that way, it's being very British.
London will be the first city in the world to be made truly safe.
I hate him already.
I want to throw a drone in his face. I hope I can do that in this game.
The most powerful crime syndicate in London.
Sure will spread the word.
She and her goons are using the dark web to sell everything from party pills to people.
This microchip is scary, I know, but I got to keep track
Ooh.
of my merchandise, don't I? You made me a slave.
You do not want to ruffle her feathers.
Whoa.
With the city out on its arse, it now falls on you to build a resistance and take back London.
All right, everyone. Faces on, guns out.
Any of the brave Londoners you see walking the streets can be recruited into your team. Him. Her. Or even her.
Damn, Granny took him out.
Become your next secret weapon. In our first
Kicked him in the shins and tased
some
him.
dirt on Nigel Cass, and that means breaking into Albion headquarters inside the Tower of London.
Of course it's in the Tower of London.
Hardy souls you see here are people we have recruited from the streets of London. They all have unique abilities, and you're
Professional
free to tackle
hitman.
this mission with whoever you like.
Oh god, my thing's
The village
freezing.
people.
Really?
Zip up, get to work, and let's never talk about this again.
Like everyone in DedSec,
Yep.
Arthur can hack pretty much whatever. But as a construction worker, he has a particular set of tools that make him handy.
Jesus!
He could even call his own car.
Christ.
Do you remember what I was saying earlier in the Discord about not wanting to be hit with them?
Yeah. I mean, that was excessive after the second hit, let alone the fifth.
And who needs a regular old gun when you have a bloody nail gun?
He's using his nail gun as a...
Oh.
Oh, Jesus, Ubisoft.
What? What just exploded?
A drone.
Ah,
Perhaps we could approach this mission differently.
it's a
If you'd
drone.
rather keep your distance, we've got you covered. Amy is a
I like
drone
this.
expert.
What have we here?
I like that they're showing different ways to do the same thing.
Hate spiders.
I really do want to play this game.
There's nothing to snark about. This is great.
Yeah. That's horrifying.
Class the place up.
A drone expert does have the unique ability
Oh,
to
isn't he
summon
precious?
their own drone. This little darling is fast and stealthy.
She aimed, she fired, she hit.
I'm reading incoming drones.
Did y'all notice she was narrating her mission right there?
Yeah.
She can also hack enemy
Oh, dear.
drones, turning the tide in her favor. And if you are not into direct confrontation,
Oh, yes.
there are more ways than
Nope, you don't
one
have the
to
rolls
get the
back,
job
sorry.
done. Recruiting an Albion officer like Brielle here
Ooh.
might be challenging.
Ooh.
But it'll get you inside restricted Albion areas.
Oh, that's cool.
Don't mind me. Just doing recon for a bunch of insurgents.
However, do anything suspicious and she'll probably wind up with a bullet in the back of her head.
You've been approved for entry.
We're missing the human element here. I can get the defense minister on the line right now.
Well, if you feel you must. Criminals running our streets.
Yes, I'm going to throw a drone at him.
Illegals threatening our families. The police commissioner himself. Assassinated by terrorists.
Well, that seems to be enough evidence. Next up, we're crashing Mary Kelly's organ farming operation and putting a stop to it.
They're really going deep in this.
Yeah.
The buyers expect high quality stuff.
And we need a hard nut for this.
Impairing our frontal lobe again, are we?
Bags, don't disturb me in my natural habitat.
Say hello to Mickey. The man lives for his team.
That put another hair on my chest.
And doesn't mind getting his hands dirty.
The facial quality is all over the place. Are you guys noticing that?
Yeah.
It is, but I mean, at least they're not pretending this time.
Yeah.
Let's not forget what happened with the first Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
And he's passed out. Ah, well, we'll come back to him. You know what? Let's go with someone a bit more professional.
John Wick.
Yeah, really?
It's almost
Oh my god, it's Daft Punk.
Okay, yeah, this is our John Wick video game right here.
Yeah, yep.
Just look at the way they have him move.
Some might even call him an artist.
Yeah, this is their John Wick character.
Are you telling me we can recruit Banksy in this?
Oh!
Here's the bastard responsible.
Jesus.
Done and dusted.
Not bad if I do say so, innit?
Not everyone in London is a legendary assassin or a super spy, but everyone can be a hero.
The variety of combat that they're showing.
Best recruits and build your resistance.
Because one of my biggest complaints with Watch Dogs 2 is that it's really all about the gadgets, and Marcus can get taken out real fast.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look like the case in this game.
No.
Variety.
It's a lot more focus on combat. I like it.
Plunging the player into a
October
living,
29th.
breathing city, teeming with unique locales and characters, has always been a central pillar of the
Interesting
Watch
release
Dogs
date.
series.
So what goes into building those worlds? Here's Amanda Mutt to tell us more.
I swear she's standing in front of a Target logo.
It looks like it, doesn't it?
My name's Amanda Munt. I'm a level artist on Watchdogs Legion at Ubisoft Toronto. Being a level artist, I think, is the coolest job in video games because we do get the freedom to kind of like pick and choose what little details we want to depict, and we get ample opportunities to tell the stories that we want to tell in the spaces that we're assigned to.
Is this in engine? Jeez.
I have the capacity to hide things and, you know, like small little Easter eggs. In AC Unity, there was a boat somewhere in the world that was covered in cats. And then it happened again in Watch Dogs 2, and there may or may not be something in London that is a boat filled with cats in some capacity.
So she likes boats filled with cats.
I was
Okay.
fortunate enough to go to E3 last year.
Right,
Some of the
okay, we
people that
need
I
to go
was
check the
showing our
Thames
demo to
then.
were from London, so no matter where I dropped them in the city, they'd go, "Oh my God, this feels like Camden. This, you know, this feels like Southwark. This feels like Westminster." When people are talking about some detail that I've put into the world and they're excited about it, like that feels so good as somebody who, you know, builds these worlds with care. I love it.
Did she pronounce Southern wrong?
What's up, Niters?
Oh no.
Brawlhalla. This is a weird transition.
And now some news from
Yeah.
Brawlhalla fans. In just a few weeks, you'll be able to battle it out with your favorite legends on iOS and Android devices.
Well, that's a throwaway announcement for me.
Mobile games.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Nothing against Brawlhalla, but I have a Switch, which means I have Smash Ultimate, so I don't need any other game like this.
Right. Particularly on my phone.
Particularly because they're using freaking... Oh, God, I hate virtual control pads. $50 legends and counting. All right, you got to get 30 more to catch up to Smash, which isn't done with its DLC yet.
Whether you need a Tom Clancy action fix on the go, or want to dive back into one of the
Why show that shot?
franchises in gaming,
I know. I was thinking they've zoomed the camera out a bit too far there, haven't they?
Ah. Did they say if this was mobile yet?
I think he just did.
Yes, it is. Did they learn nothing from what happened with Blizzard in Diablo 4? Or not Diablo 4, Diablo Legends.
Oh.
The text parts don't seem super connected to the gameplay parts, do they? Kind of like epic gameplay shot, taking you right out of it with some text. Epic gameplay shot. Here's some more text taking you right out of it.
Yeah, not a...
Just a reminder, this is an advert.
And it's a mobile game, so clearly we're seeing cutscenes and not actual gameplay.
Yeah.
I mean, good for you guys, but... Give me something more... Oh, what is this? Elite Squad? This looks mobile-y.
Killbane?
I swear that Riot Shield had IGN on it.
I think it said GIGN.
Did it?
It probably did, but all I read was IGN. Ooh.
What is this, Ubi?
Contact! Mount Chain is down. Request air support.
Ooh.
Target northeast rooftop.
Roger. Inbound. Danger close.
I need an EMP
Ooh,
deployed now.
that's a bad day. This art style is interesting, but what is this?
Get back in your cell.
That is Sam Fisher.
Hey, take this.
That's the bad guy from one of the Ghost Recon games.
Don't make me regret this.
The one before.
I forgot his name, but you're right. That's the Breakpoint bad guy. Not bad guy. Not Breakpoint. Wildlands.
Wildlands. It's another mobile game. They've made themselves a squad tactics game with all their marquee characters.
Tom Clancy, it's been 5 years since Rainbow
We just
Six
didn't
Siege
recognize
first
everybody.
launched, and the community has never been stronger. In celebration of this milestone, Ubisoft Montreal has put together a special video to thank all of the amazing players and developers that have helped Siege become the game it is today.
I never mind when they do this with Siege because they've brought that game so far. Like, let them sit on their laurels a little bit with it, you know?
Yeah.
And it was bad when it came out.
A game built on a strong
I've enjoyed watching Achievement on to play it though.
Creativity,
Yeah.
competitive,
I mean, that's always funny.
and team play.
Pour le joueur, le 1er décembre, c'est un début, mais pour nous aussi. Il faut tout de suite s'engager et dire aux joueurs, ce jeu est installé, tu peux t'y installer aussi, et nous serons là.
That original vision was quickly adopted by our passionate community, propelling it to a whole new level.
Pro Rainbow Six Siege is like a whole other level.
This is such a special moment, and being at 1 year anniversary of Rainbow Six now, game being stronger than ever, more players today than we had in the past, it means the world to us.
But we also had our share of challenges.
Health that touches upon subjects like matchmaking, connectivity, all those aspects are absolutely critical to the experience of the player.
I tried to play this game. I'm not good enough.
We're always driven by you, our community, and together we grow stronger.
Of course, there's Rainbow Six Siege cosplay.
Of course.
There's cosplay of everything.
For the next 10 years, so expect more Rainbow Six in your life for quite some time.
Does that mean there's Nitrous cosplay?
Just look in your cabinet.
Perfect.
Tous les succès, c'est vraiment le résultat de autant de nous que de vous.
I'm not gonna lie, I'd wear a windbreaker that said Siege on the back like that.
Now 60 million players strong.
Holy crap!
We're just
Really?
getting started.
60 million?
I mean, it
From
is
the
free.
devs that build the game to the community that
Yeah,
plays
sure.
it. Thank you.
And I suppose as long as you've got like a good team of friends to play with, it's always going to be fun.
Mm-hmm. Was I able to log into what?
Tried it yet? Dive into our new Operation Steel Wave update available now and take Ace and Malusi out for a spin.
A few days ago, we introduced y'all to a brand new multiplayer shooter.
Yeah, I want to know more about this game. I didn't try.
venture into the hyperspace.
Why would I be logging into Uplay?
This is their battle royale, isn't it?
Yes, and it looks very interesting. I have Watchdogs too.
Wait, hang on a minute. Do they need you to log into Uplay to get the free copy of Watch Dogs 2? Are you...
Let me get you all up to speed.
Of course.
Oh, you must be joking me.
Nah, that's completely completely expected from them.
It makes sense.
Actually, we made a lot of bad decisions.
Fuck
Cows
it.
with
I
VR.
I might as well just buy it on Steam, really.
Living in the crush of the megacities.
You
Can't remember
don't want to log into Uplay?
But the people at
I don't want to make an account on Uplay, get it all set up, and then log into it while I'm meant to be doing this with you guys.
Fair enough.
everyone a way out. The hyperscape.
Even if you buy it on Steam now, it'll force you to make a Uplay account.
The biggest draw by far is Crown Rush. This is where anyone can become someone.
Servers are overloaded.
Yeah,
well,
I'm sure
not gonna
they
be able
are.
to log in anyway.
So what really intrigues me about this Battle Royale? The way that you get better guns is not by finding, like, epics or legendaries. You find another version of the gun you already have, and it combines and upgrades.
Cool.
And abilities are pickups as well.
If you get good at Crown Rush, it can change your life. But strange things have been happening lately.
And apparently, when it gets down to the last squads, it turns into basically a capture the flag where you have to hold the crown for a certain amount of time to win.
A darker secret lies at the heart of hyperscape.
So they've got lore.
And we have to find it. Some of us are searching for a way up. Some of us for a way out. And for others, a new way altogether. That's what brings us to the edge of the future. To the hyperscape.
Interestingly, from what I've seen, they didn't show a bit of gameplay. That was all CG.
Yeah.
JC's work on Far Cry Primal and multiple Prince of Persia titles has established him as a top creative here at Ubisoft.
For me, what's exciting is we started building it from scratch, seeing it grow, adding ideas is really cool.
Hello, contender. Welcome to the hyperscape.
This is
The game
gameplay.
takes place in 2054. It's in a future where humanity has grown a little darker. One of the companies there, they are launching what's called the hyperscape, which is a virtual world and the internet of the future. It's the place where everything converges. Within the virtual world, there is a battle royale that takes place in the virtual city of Neo Arcadia.
Yeah, they should have been prepared for that one. I like the visual style.
Then we also introduce a lot of new things. You get the opportunity to do parkour on the rooftops, to go into interiors where it's much more narrow.
See that slide, Looney?
You get to go to the landmarks where there's more opportunities to get cool items, but also more players, so it's a risk-reward kind of deal. We introduce the notion of hacks, special abilities that you can pick up on the fly to adapt your tactics. With hacks, you can do things like teleport yourself.
Ooh.
You can wrap yourself into a ball and bounce around the battlefield.
Okay, that's cool.
So a lot of abilities that let you have fun, that are toys that you can play with.
I want to be a disco ball.
Hell yeah.
And finally, it's made as a spectacle, so all the viewers will be able to interact with the game on different
Sorry,
levels.
I'm back now.
through
I
the
was
Twitch
trying to
extension.
see if I did have a Uplay account, but it won't even let me check.
Apparently the servers are dying, so...
What effect they
Yeah,
want to
I
affect
know.
the whole battle.
So I've just given up.
Gravity, infinite ammo, or
Yeah,
stuff
there's
like
your
that.
Twitch
Players,
integration.
While this happens, really have to adapt to all kinds of stuff that is happening. So for me, it's really exciting because right now, as we speak, we're launching the open beta, and so it's going to be available for free-to-play for all PC players worldwide. And I really want to thank all the players, all the streamers.
Open beta. There go their servers. Like, what was left? Dead.
Here's a short glimpse of what you can expect.
Show us some good gameplay, Ubi. It looks like everybody starts with a melee weapon.
Well, that makes the change from just starting with your fists. Huh, okay, Watchdogs 2 is only like 10 quid.
I wish we had some UI so you could kind of see like how powerful these guns that they're using are, like what level and stuff, you know? Looney, you've seen a lot more emphasis on verticality in this than some of the other BRs.
Yeah.
Here we go. Konotoshi.
I'm at the page for the Hyperscape open beta and cannot log in.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's just killed right now.
Gonna go ahead and bookmark
The
that.
digital world of the Hyperscape gave our artists and developers incredible freedom when it came
You're gonna have to
designing
give me that link a little bit later because I'm totally not paying attention.
My name is Anna Maria Musca. I'm the production manager for characters and weapons on Hyperscape.
There you go.
We have paid an exceptional amount of detail to our characters. We switch different outfits, different fashion statements, different tattoos, different materials until we see them as real individuals, as real people.
really
So
do
the
appreciate
second
that I'm
you
not
pick a
paying
character,
attention
you
whatsoever.
see them in
You're
game,
good.
you understand what their motivations are and what drives them and what challenges them. This was the first lineup of characters. This is our default base, but even starting from the hair down, everything has been meticulously thought of. Would this person actually like this type of outfit? Would this person enjoy the type of tattoos that we're putting on them? Will they actually like to be in this body? Each season, we
A lot of
plan
thought put
to
into
produce
battle
new
royale
outfits for these
characters.
Right.
So I'm hoping some of our players are gonna see the effort
That one looked like
and
Alfredo
maybe even correlate
Diaz.
some of the accessories to what's gonna happen in the game.
Some of these
Fredo
cosmetics
Diaz.
are
Very excited to see it
really
in
cool.
people's hands.
Sorry.
They are.
I must say, like I don't mind battle royale games. It's just for me, the problem has always been finding people to play them with. Also, again, I'm not great at them, but it would just be better to play. I don't mind as long as I've got people to play with, you know?
Mm-hmm. What's up, Mystic?
Hey everyone.
Whoa, Phil!
From Xbox. With Watchdogs Legion,
hello, Phil.
Ubisoft is supporting smart delivery. So you will get the absolute best version of the game on any version of Xbox.
Phil, are you high? Your eyes are awfully squinty.
You'll get to take advantage of the amazing.
So we've just woken up, hasn't he?
with DirectX ray tracing to create an
I think he's
absolute
looking directly
immersive
into the sun,
version of
actually.
London like you've never seen before.
Like, look,
There's a window on his right, so it's probably the sunlight's coming in and bouncing off his screen, isn't it?
Our industry forward. I'm a huge fan of Assassin's Creed. I love the time
is that
I've
in
spent
game or is that
exploring the world
CG
in
for Assassin's Creed right there?
Odyssey. And I can't wait for you to see
Hard to tell.
gameplay from Assassin's Creed Valhalla that's coming up now.
Yo, gameplay for Valhalla
All right.
now.
We know you've been waiting to hear more about this game since it was announced back in April. And now it's time for a deep dive into the world of Vikings.
All right, how deep is this dive going to go?
My name is Julien Laferrière, and I'm the producer of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So a couple of weeks ago, we announced Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and the reaction from the fans was just amazing. The time period of Vikings is really
And then last week, some jerk leaked all our footage for
When we
this.
did our research, we found that, they were not mindless barbarians. Vikings were actually farmers trying to find new lands for them to settle. And so they had really human motivations. So for us to have this opportunity to tell kind of the real story about Vikings and kind of separate ourselves from the myths and the folklore is really something that drove us to make this game. The team went to Norway and England to take the same roads that the Vikings did, to really experience what it meant to be a Viking at that time. And then leaving Norway, which is barren but majestic, and just coming by boat in England and see those rolling green hills full of sheep, full of life, is just this moment that most likely the Vikings felt as well. You need to see this land of opportunity. And
I
this
don't
is
dare try to
exactly
download
the
that while I'm
feeling
streaming.
we want players to experience in this game. It is a personal adventure, you know, it is the story of Eivor, a Viking chieftain. Eivor is either a male or a female. You decide when you start the game. They will have to leave Norway to settle in England because you just can't live in Norway anymore. There's too much political pressure, no resources available. Obviously, in England, it's full of Anglo-Saxons and other people, and they don't really want you there. So you will have to fight your way there to kind of build your own settlement and see your clan prosper.
This is not the kind of dive I wanted. I wanted you guys to show gameplay while you talked about this.
Vikings were brutal warriors.
Shields!
And the fact that they were mastering a lot of weapons coming from the medieval times really inspired us to kind of revamp the fight system, to leverage the brutality and the intensity of Viking combat. Vikings were not only fighting face to face, they were masters of stealth and deception when needed. They used basically any sort of tactics they could use to win the battle. So we want to portray the full range of combat that you can imagine coming from the Vikings. We are very happy to finally be able to show you the game we've all been working on. So please enjoy this deep dive into Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
All right, here we go, chat. In-game footage, work in progress. In-game, not in-engine. That is a good sign.
In Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you will relive the epic saga of
Look
the
at that
Viking
lightning.
invasion of England. You play as Eivor, a Viking from Norway, who will lead his or her battle-hardened warriors across the North Sea to the British Isles. Eivor is driven by an ambitious goal, to build a thriving Norse settlement in a hostile land.
For the good of our clan, it is time we go a Viking. Today we raid.
What, for Odyssey?
We may build.
England is a dark age tangle of broken
No, wasn't there a
kingdoms,
gameplay trailer for this that
a
wasn't
land of
gameplay?
opportunity and riches.
Mm-hmm.
As you prowl England's rivers by longship, you may raid locations.
I can straight up see enough graphical issues with what they're showing that this is real
and blow
footage.
your horn to lead your raiding crew into battle.
So bloody thatch roof's on fire.
I mean,
Do you
whatever.
know how much those cost?
Your crew will assist you in all your raids, fighting enemies,
How much effort they take to maintain?
breaking down doors, and stealing cargo too heavy for one set of arms.
Yeah, because the naval combat's amazing.
Pillage may be used to develop your settlement, giving you access to useful services, better tools, and new settlers. At the heart of your settlement is the Alliance map. It will serve as a record of the allies you have made, and a guide for future opportunities.
Another settlement needs your help.
The Viking Age was a time of warriors and legends.
Enemies, okay.
In Valhalla, you will find the largest variety of enemies ever assembled in an Assassin's Creed game.
Oh, I don't like that motion blur they just showed.
Every archetype offers
I'm sure you can just turn it off.
I will.
Was that guy's were those guys? I swear that guy's legs were on fire.
Use nearby objects to their advantage.
Interesting.
Including the bodies of fallen warriors.
Ooh.
To face these
Ouch.
attacks,
Yeah.
you must find and exploit your opponent's weaknesses to gain the upper hand. Take the fight to your foe.
Just straight tackle him and run him through the door. Oh. Ooh. That harpoon.
Throwing axes. Incapacitate them with the new stun system to keep them at a distance.
A stun system?
Or finish them off. Dual wield any two weapons you wish.
Dual wield anything?
Combination of attacks.
Really?
Customize your fighting style as you see fit, and become a legendary Viking warrior.
Combat looks brutal.
All combinations of weapons are available to dual wield, including 2 shields.
If you want to dual wield 2 shields, go for it. What?
Become a Beyblade.
Dismemberment system?
Call for violence.
Systems.
Land, a Viking must find a way to adapt. As
Okay.
Eivor is not welcome in England, you may need to outsmart your enemies, avoiding unwanted attention in towns and bustling cities. Use Eivor's hood and cloak to blend with crowds, and slip past watchful eyes, an unseen hunter among the people.
Blending a little bit of the old multiplayer into the single player there.
Rolling hills of England.
Yeah.
Exploration is vital to keeping yourself sharp. You must feed off the land if you hope to endure. Hunt and forage to replenish your health and fortify your equipment.
That's a big ass wolf. Stonehenge.
Search pagan
That's
temples and
a
Roman ruins
bear.
for new activities.
Was that a bear?
Looks like a wolf.
To strengthen yourself and your settlement.
No, it was definitely a wolf. It's
The more
just
you explore,
size of a
the more
bear.
of England's secrets you will reveal.
Dire wolf, yeah. It's one.
But as you push deeper into England, the enemy will push back. In a series of climactic moments, Assassin's Creed Valhalla will feature massive assaults in which you will lead
That's
Eivor's
cool.
army into battle against heavily guarded Saxon fortresses.
Today, we will reclaim her. Today, we fight for your land. And tomorrow, we rebuild.
For a Steinmeier.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla will transport you to wondrous and haunted lands, inspired by Norse myths.
Oh, are they actually going in on the mystic stuff this time?
It will challenge and surprise. Thank you, with unforgettable characters, thrilling triumphs, and tragic losses, giving you the chance to live your own Viking saga.
Maybe it's the fact that we're watching a 1080 stream on Twitch. Something about the overall graphic style when they were running around in the overworld and in that village didn't look right to me.
9th century England is
probably
truly
just the
unlike
stream.
anything the franchise has seen before. Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
I will
were
say,
released this
I appreciate
holiday
that the
season
vast
on
majority of
Xbox
that
Series
trailer
X,
was showing off the
PlayStation
female
5,
option
Xbox
for
One,
once.
PS4.
I think they know how much
PC,
people loved
and
Cassandra in
Switch.
Odyssey. I think
Yeah.
it was the color saturation was weird to me, Looney.
Yves Guillemot is here to share a few words.
I hope you will have enjoyed what you have seen today, and that you will love playing these games. I'm proud of our teams for delivering an
Dennis.
ambitious,
What?
broad, and creative lineup of games. And we haven't shown you everything yet. In fact, we have a lot more to come. So you will have another Ubisoft Forward to reveal even more about our upcoming games. But before ending this show, we have one more thing to share with you.
So they're going to do another Ubisoft Forward. What do we got here? What is this? Oh, this is Far Cry 6.
Yeah. Juan Carlo Esposito. It's Far Cry 6.
What do you guys think? 0 chance they show actual gameplay?
Oh yeah.
At this point, yeah.
Bless you.
Excuse me. This kind of feels like an opening for a game, doesn't it?
We may be literally seeing their opening credits for this game, yes.
Probably. It's very Bond.
Yeah, it really is. Okay, Ubi, where are you going with this?
It's beautiful, Migo. Perfect, but useless. I have something for you, Diego. Give me your hands.
Papa.
Now, the grenade is simple. It has 4 basic parts. The shell, which contains the explosive, the fuse, the handle, and of course, the pin.
What are you doing?
Breathe, Diego. Breathe. The pin simply holds the handle in place. It is only when you let go that this grenade goes boom. Follow me. Now.
This isn't twisted at all.
Right.
I am El Presidente, which means that someday you will be El Presidente. And our people, they do not know how to be happy. They are torn apart by opinions, noise, indecision, strangled by their own freedoms. And even if you have love in your heart, even if you want what's best for them, if you only want to save them from themselves, they will hate you, Diego. Everything you say, do, believe, will be wrong.
Jesus.
It's a nice ladder.
Mm-hmm.
They will answer you with screams, call you evil, a monster, and give you this. So you tell me, are you evil? Are you a monster? Because our country is like this grenade, except it has 2 basic parts. Our people. And you must clutch them nice and tight, or we all go boom.
Car, just like the model he was building. That's an interesting, like, wrap around to the trailer.
You understand now. Bullet.
Oh God.
Knew they were going
Just
to
as
cut
dark
that.
as you expect Far Cry to be.
Yep. 2/18/21. That's honestly not that far off for a game like this.
It's not.
And with that, we're wrapping up our first Ubisoft Forward. Today, we've seen the next generation of Assassin's Creed.
El Presidente, who's decided if they hate whatever I do and call me a monster, I might as well be a monster.
Far Cry's newest installment, along with so much more.
Remember, we'll be back later this year with another Ubisoft Forward filled with tons of game news and updates.
The epic reveal.
Thanks for joining us.
Interesting.
You mean that epic reveal last week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mind you, this was pre-recorded apparently.
Oof. Alright, I'm gonna mute the stream while they talk about this and while they show this. And let's talk about what we just watched. What was y'all's main highlights? Like, what was your favorite thing that you saw? Watchdogs?
More Watchdogs.
Okay.
Yes, they did well presenting that game. I mean, I'm curious about the Assassin's Creed as well, mainly because, as I said, they chose to use the female choice for most of that trailer, and I bet you there's going to be at least there's going to be a proportion of people who are going to be bitching about that on Twitter soon.
No, they can go to hell.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, they even said that their own data showed that people like Cassandra was played. I don't know how much more than Alexios, but it was a lot.
She's a better character.
She is a better character, yes.
I mean, a lot of the recent Assassin's Creeds really have sort of like made me curious. I mean, especially I remember watching you play Odyssey on your own Twitch stream and thinking, this is a game I could probably get into, but then I just never buy these games that I'm interested in.
The combat they're showing is really brutal. I kudos to them for still going with the dual protagonists. I can't get into Uplay. That's like
I don't think anyone can.
No, I mean, like it's wanting me to log into the launcher, but it won't take my password that I know is correct, so I might have to reset that.
Yep. Well, welcome to my world. I tried all the passwords I would have used if I made a Uplay account back when I suspected I did, and every single one of them was like, wait, it didn't even say that the passwords were wrong. It just basically reset it. So.
Yeah, that's what it was doing for me until I eventually got through.
No,
now I'm launching the game.
No, it's working. It's telling me my password's incorrect when I know that it's not. So I'm just gonna fix that real quick. Touching on Watchdogs Legion for a second. I said it while they were showing it, but I'm really impressed with the variety of combat and gameplay approaches that they showed right there. I mean, we had the construction guy with the wrench, melee, and the nail gun. We had the freaking John Wick professional assassin. We had Grandma with the shin kick and the taser. We had the hacker. I mean, that's just...
The drones.
Yeah, I mean, normally, like the previous Watch Dogs games, as I said when they were showing it, like, especially too, like, Marcus, like, combat with him is a last-ditch, you're probably screwed situation. So, that was something that frustrated me with the game. I feel like they're really probably taking some feedback into consideration with that. Interesting. So this is very Assassin's Creed Odyssey, what they're showing right here. I feel like they could have maybe not even talked about their mobile offerings during this.
Yeah.
Like, that was just a very... I feel like it, for me, it threw off the pacing, and it's probably because I don't care about that stuff.
Yeah, neither do I.
I must say though, they seem to know that people aren't here for their mobile games, because what mentions they did have them were fairly brief compared to the offerings of other games.
Oh, they did keep it very short and sweet. Kudos to them for that. I think part of that is I think the whole industry is very cognizant of what happened to poor Blizzard when they showed that Diablo game, and there was like literal crickets in the theater.
I think it was because, if I recall, around about that time, the rumors had come out that they were planning to reveal something new, Diablo, and everybody was like, "Oh, it's Diablo 4," and then they revealed the mobile game, and everybody was like, "What?"
Well, that's exactly what it was. But yes, accept and continue. Yes, please. But nobody freaking wants a mobile Diablo. All right, I'm downloading Hyperscape. I'm a little surprised with what we saw at a Far Cry 6. I think they might have had to scramble to get something put together because of how their hand was forced this week. Decision making here in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now, what they're showing now looks very different from what was in the pre-recorded footage. Like, it's almost like there was some type of filter over the pre-recorded footage.
Might have been.
I'm really excited for Legion, but personally, I think I'm more excited for this just because of the amount of time I spent in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So, and I think we'll save the Hyperscape talk for playing Hyperscape here in just a minute. So, what I'm going to do, chat, once Hyperscape is downloaded, is I'm going to cut the stream just so it's easier for me to go ahead and send across to the YouTube channel, and we'll kick back up with Hyperscape. So, I'm about 3 gigs. Any final thoughts from you two?
Watchdogs.
Okay, so I'm going to have to create a new hashtag that's going to be like chonk dogs or something for you.
Well, and me as well, because I do plan on, hopefully, if I can, giving that game a look. And, you know, if there's multiplayer enabled in that game, then, you know, hey, let's all run around the streets of near futuristic London and be rebels. Hell yeah.
I hope that they do the multiplayer right, because the first, if you, Looney, I'm sure you remember the first thing I did when I got into 2 was go turn that off.
Yeah.
So the multiplayer in Watch Dogs has been really bad so far. Maybe they finally get it right so we can have some fun with it. Did you see that? There was just a button that just said raid when they were on the ship. That's great. You just have a freaking raid button.
Well, they are Vikings.
That's a bad day for that guy. Odin's Sight.
I must say, one thing I am interested in is whether or not this new Assassin's Creed will actually feature any sort of Celtic tribes.
I imagine it will.
I mean, potentially, but the side of England that the Vikings land on, the Celts were kind of like driven to the other side of the British Isles, which is why Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and Cornwall tend to. Well, they are basically the Celtic nations of the UK, even if Cornwall is technically part of England right now. But
we will find out. As on a side note, that was the second beheading they showed in as many minutes of gameplay right there.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I'm glad. I'm not sure about it then. Woo.
All right, so we're going to wrap this portion of the stream up. Thank you, Sai and Looney, for joining me. Thank you, chat, for hanging out with us. Stay tuned. We'll be back in less than 30 seconds when we will be playing some, Looney and I at least, I don't think Sai's managed to get into it yet, Hyperscape. So thank you guys. We will be right back.